New at 5, prosecutors in Minnesota are sharing new details about what they call a political assassination and a targeted attack on state lawmakers. Vance Bolter, who is now in custody, faces serious state and federal charges with the death penalty on the table. They say he had an elaborate plan to stalk and kill more than 40 lawmakers. Authorities believe he first fired on State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Then they say he killed House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. Their children released a statement today saying they are devastated and heartbroken, thanking law enforcement for trying to save their parents and calling on everyone to come together after the tragedy. During that nearly 48-hour manhunt, a massive law enforcement presence assembled in Green Isle. It's where Vance Bolter owns a home. Reporter Joe McCoy talked with neighbors in that quiet community of 600 who say they could not believe what was unfolding on their doorstep.
The 43-hour manhunt for Vance Bolter ended in one fateful moment.
Well, it had to have been about 8 o'clock when I saw him.
Wendy Thomas came to her neighbor Kevin Effort's home to get an address book about 1.7 miles away from Bolter's home. As she was pulling out of the driveway, she saw who everyone had been looking for.
He was walking in this grass, and once I realized that there was no other people here and there was no other vehicles, I started freaking out.
Thomas said Bolter then crouched down, and she raced down the driveway to alert police.
Never would I have thought he was here. I'm still processing it. I'm shocked that it was him. I'm shocked that it all panned out the way that it did.
A lot of my friends here were really nervous about what was going on.
Kevin Efforts owns this property where Bolter was found. From the sky, you can see the path Bolter took as law enforcement says he crawled to them before being arrested.
And you can see where he crawled through, and they brought him out right here. And actually there's water down in there, so he was crawling through the water.
Efforts and Thomas
He was walking down.
both knew Bolter and his family.
Well, he was always pretty friendly.
Efforts says he had done handyman jobs for them.
He worked a lot. He told me that he worked for a couple companies, had a lot of different jobs. I just couldn't believe that he would do something like this.
This path in the meadow will hopefully be the start of the path to justice, as the small town of Green Isle may forever be changed by these 43 hours and one moment.
I would say most people out here don't even have to ever worry about locking their doors because everybody watches out for everybody. And now that'll change, I'm sure.
And we have the latest details on this case right now at WBIR.com.